Thanks very much, Chris. And from the outset, I wish to say that it's really an honor to be amongst or in the company of pioneering giants. This morning, Yanni spoke of two things that me bygeval het. He spoke of privilege and he spoke of heal the land. And that's exactly what we're doing. We, in our modest efforts, we try to heal the land in our practices on a daily basis. I'm going to kick off and just state our capability statement, what it is that we do at SARDEF and SARNIC, and then I'll give more time to my colleague Patrick, because we do have our differentiating tasks that we perform. Yanni also spoke of privilege, and it is a privilege indeed to be here and to do what we do. But even it was a privilege. Last night, in fact, it was nie 'n reg om te slaap nie, maar 'n voorreg. Ek is nie seker wat die muskiete hier Botha wil eet nie. En die kragstuwing het nie gehelp nie, want tussen 12 en 2 was dit absoluut horribaal, om die minste te sê. Nonetheless, good morning all, and again, it is a great honor to be amongst you. I'm going to kick off right off with, and try to synchronize it is what we have here. Now, some of you might recognize this slide, because, can I just quickly go there? This is a slide that I borrowed from the well-known and revered economist Wandile Shlobo, courtesy of the Bureau for Food and Agri-Policy, where it illustrates the trend in value agri-production as per subsector in South Africa, and you can see the significant rise over time, specifically the past 22-23 years, but more so over the past 2 years, albeit that there's been plateauing there. But it gives us right, het geef ons ten minste bestaansreg, dit wat ons doen in die lewende hawe spasie, and where we're going to. So all the critics about beesboerdery en die groen argument en so meer, we need food. And also Wandile will share with you, I'm sure, amongst the scientific research soon, if not tomorrow, about migration, of the populace to cities and towns. And you will find, and to my shock, I've discovered that 25 years from now, we would have 80% of South Africans living in towns and cities, 20% in rural areas, and that speaks to the discourse here. Hoe maak ons landelike gebiede meer effectief om dan kos te produseer? We sit now with just above 30,000 of food producers, and we need a whole lot more than that if you truly want to be a food producer of note and also an exporter. So yes, that gives us at least some legitimacy to practice what we do and keep agriculture, particularly in the livestock sector, in a healthy state. So quickly, SARDEF and SARNIC and the relationship between the two. In SARDEF, we have close to at least more than 150 years of experience in the red meat value chain of the industry, and that's particularly at senior management level. As I said, I just quickly want to portray who we are, and then quickly what it is that we do. SARDEF in particular, my responsibility is to look at the developmental arm and how we put and where we put our farmers. We're based in Kroonstad, but we also have a national footprint. We've had major projects, and one of them, especially one that we're running off, is the Jobs Fund project that we have established 660 farmers. Other major projects speak to the Implats and Royal Bafokeng project that is well underway. We're having our first farmers there a month from now in the Royal Bafokeng area. There's also the Impala and ABSA Farmer Development Project, and of course the Northern Cape, the JTG Farmer Development Project. Just something on the Jobs Fund that might interest you, as that it has a cumulative value of about 1.2 billion rand, and we've created just under 1,500 jobs, and also comprising the course was about just over 3,000 short courses en so 330 NQF vlak kursusse op meer 'n gevorderde stadium. And then of course we've covered 450,000 hectares of land, which amounted to about 35,000 heads of cattle. Something about our value chain. The SARNIC group as a whole, which includes SARDEF, of course, we speak to land issues, we speak to cash crops, that's our business. We have two herds, one commercial herd, one stud herd, and we also have on the science side a FAC testing center. And then of course on the feed side, we do have our own brand, and there's also the feedlot, the abattoir that you're well familiar with, and then of course we're also into retail. R&D, we put a significant amount of resources in improving our genetics. So we have a specified and scientific center, and of course SADEV, which is my responsibilities. Just very quickly on at the risk of oversimplifying that we do, this is our model. We skill and reskill and upskill. Let me interrupt myself there. Nick always says it's criminal to afford new farmers land and without the package, etc., only to be doomed to fail. And we address that in all earnesty. And we need to speak to the powers that be about how criminal it is to pursue this for political gain. So yes, we create expertise, we measure and monitor and evaluate, MME, and of course, ultimately we create sustainable wealth. We assist in creating a business environment conducive for creating that wealth. I'm going to skip a few slides. That's just our tier sector. Of course, we have a rigorous form, at least I think Patrick, you can please come step up if you will. But we can speak to Tebogo's there and Patrick if you want to see and find out how we do things. I want to close out by stating the importance of, and again, AgBiz, they show this as well, at least, twice as effective as poverty alleviation. The growth indicator sector. They also refer to the master plan, and that is, of course, vital to the SADEV model. And the SADEV in the main, the agriculture and the agro-processing master plan remains an important roadmap for growth. And we're not going to sway away from that. And of course, another hot issue is talking to the land that's supposed to be allocated, and we are watching that space. But we're very optimistic that can potentially happen this sooner than later. Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, allow me to just vacate the lectern nie en vra vir Patrick om dan vinnig te praat oor die projekte.
How many minutes left, Jerome?
You have 3